welcome to the deep dive. If you're a leader or maybe a builder trying to, keep up with software development, you're definitely in the right place today. We're diving into the big trends around AI vibe coding and also the democratization of AI development.
Yeah, AI vibe coding, that sort of seamless flow state you get with good AI tools.
Exactly. And democratization meaning making these powerful tools, available to everyone.
Right. And today, we're focusing specifically on AnySphere's Cursor. It's this AI native code editor that's really been making some serious waves.
Okay.
We'll dig into, what it is, how it blew up so fast, and what it might mean for the future of coding.
So our mission here is to give you the clear picture on Cursor, its story, its impact, and pull out the insights that actually matter for you, whether you're leading devs or, building something new yourself. We've done the homework so you don't have to.
And if you want to keep digging after this, definitely check out our newsletter and community, The Vibe Tribe. That's at vibetribe-ai.com. Brought to you by Escher-AI.com.
Good plug.
And also, for a wider view, E.F. Boyle's book, Writing the AI Tsunami, is a great resource.
Okay, awesome. So let's get right into it. Cursor. Why is it different? It wasn't just another editor that kind of bolted on some AI features later, was it?
No, not at all. The company, AnySphere Inc., started by 4 MIT folks, Michael Truell, Swaleh Asif, Arvid Linamark, and Aman Sanger. They were exploring AI generally, but then pivoted, saw this big opportunity in software development specifically. So Cursor, which popped up early 2023, was conceived as AI native. Right from the start.
AI native.
Yeah, the AI is woven deep inside, not just sprinkled on top.
So it's built on VS Code, which loads of developers already know and use.
Exactly, familiar interface.
But the AI is part of its core structure.
Yeah.
That must have made adoption way easier, right?
Definitely lowered the barrier. But what's really cool is how those 4 founders, they were the main engineers initially, really hands-on.
Right, they were properly in the trenches. I remember reading a quote from Michael Truell, the CEO, in that Lex Fridman interview.
Oh, yeah.
He said something like, they really wanted to build the thing ourselves first. Really shows that initial grit.
It does, and they used it constantly themselves. Aman Sanger mentioned, we're our own first users. Every feature that goes out, we use. That whole dog fooding thing.
So they felt the pain points directly.
Absolutely. Allowed them to iterate really fast based on real developer needs, their own needs.
And it sounds like they were super focused on users, too. Swaleh Asif, the CPO, emphasized just making them happy and building fast and iterating.
That user obsession seems key. And, getting to $1 million in ARR by the end of 2023, just the 4 of them, that speaks volumes.
Wow, just 4 people.
Yeah.
Okay, so after that initial traction, how did they handle growth? Did they just hire like crazy?
No, actually, they were very deliberate, really strategic about hiring. They focused on talent density.
Talent density.
Yeah, Truell said they wanted people who could take a feature and just own it from start to finish. Highly skilled, high-impact individuals.
So quality over just raw numbers.
Exactly. Think about the team size. After their seed round in, say, March 2024, they were only about 12 people.
12, after raising millions.
Yeah, and even later, after the Series B in Feb 2025, maybe 30 people. And around 60 by April 2025 when ARR crossed $200 million. It shows a real focus on efficiency and individual contribution.
Okay, that makes sense. And speaking of funding rounds, that story is pretty wild too, isn't it? Can you walk us through that?
Oh, yeah. It's quite the trajectory. So October 2023, they got an $8 million seed round. OpenAI Startup Fund led that one, kind of an early validation.
It's okay.
Then August 2024, things ramp up. $60 million Series A, co-led by Andreessen Horowitz, A16z, and Thrive Capital. That put them at a $400 million valuation.
Already a big jump?
Huge jump. Then just a few months later, January 25, $125 million Series B, again Thrive and A16's leading, valuation jumps again massively to around $2.6 billion.
Wow.
And then the monster rep, May 2025, $900 million Series C, Thrive, A16's and Excel co-led that one, and the valuation around $9 billion.
$9 billion. It's almost hard to process that speed. And with that kind of money and buzz, I guess it's no surprise there were acquisition rumors, especially from OpenAI.
Yeah, there were reports OpenAI was looking at acquiring them in 2024, maybe early 2025.
But it didn't happen.
Seems not. With that valuation soaring and their own, clear ambitions to grow independently, a deal probably didn't make sense for AnySphere at that point.
Right. So what justifies that $9 billion valuation then? It can't just be momentum. What were the investors seeing?
Well, it's a few key things, likely. First, that explosive revenue growth, getting over $300 million ARR by May 2025, is pretty compelling evidence of product market fit.
Strong demand.
Huge demand. Then you've got massive user adoption, over 1 million developers using it. Plus, the product vision itself, that vibe coding experience we talked about, is really attractive.
Sorry.
Add in the sheer size of the market for these kinds of AI developer tools and, very strong confidence from top-tier VCs. It all adds up.
Vibe coding. Let's circle back to that.
Yeah.
For someone listening, how does Cursor actually deliver that? What are the features that make it feel different?
It really comes down to that deep AI integration. You've got things like generating code just from, plain English descriptions.
Okay.
Really smart auto-completion that often feels like it reads your mind. AI helping you refactor code, cleaning it up, optimizing it.
That's useful.
Definitely. There's also a code-based Q&A feature, so you can ask questions about a complex project and get answers quickly. And they have this agent mode, which can tackle more involved, multi-step coding tasks.
So it really tries to remove the friction, keep you in that creative flow.
That's the goal, yeah. Minimize the interruptions, handle the tedious stuff. And that rapid revenue growth we mentioned, $1, then 65 alums, $100, $200, over $300 shows developers are finding real value, enough to pay for it.
Okay, so they've got this huge $900 million Series C war chest. What's the plan? Where does that money go?
Well, you can expect a big push on R&D, obviously, making the AI even smarter, adding new capabilities, expanding the team, but probably sticking to that talent density approach, finding the best people.
Yeah.
Big focus on the enterprise market now, too, selling to larger companies.
Makes sense.
Also likely expanding their product ecosystem, maybe tools for other parts of the development lifecycle, and just scaling up their global infrastructure to handle all those users.
It's exciting to think where they could go, but it's also, a very competitive space, isn't it? They're not alone.
Oh, definitely not. You've got GitHub Copilot, which is huge, obviously, Amazon Code Whisperer, Google's AI tools are coming along, other players like Tab9, Replit. It's crowded.
So what's Cursor's edge against those giants?
The key strategic advantage, many argue, is owning the integrated development environment, the IDE itself. Being a fork of VS Code, but controlling the whole experience, allows for much deeper, more seamless AI integration than just being a plugin inside someone else's editor.
Okay. That makes sense. So the AI can see and interact with everything more effectively.
Better context, smoother interactions.
Now, stepping back a bit from just Cursor, this whole wave of AI-assisted coding, it feels like it's causing some pretty fundamental shifts.
Right.
What are the big transformations you're seeing?
Yeah, there are several dimensions. One of the biggest is what we've been calling the developer experience revolution. That's the vibe coding effect.
Right.
It's about fostering that continuous creative momentum, reducing the cognitive load by having the AI handle routine tasks. We're even hearing stories, anecdotes of developers feeling less anxious, more creative, actually enjoying coding more.
That's huge. More than just productivity.
Absolutely. And it's not just individual. It's also starting to reorganize development teams.
How so?
We're seeing new kinds of roles emerge, like people who get really good at writing prompts for the AI prompt engineers, maybe, or specialists in reviewing AI-generated code.
Ah, interesting.
And even things like the mentor-mentee relationship are changing, as AI can handle some of the basic questions a junior dev might have asked before.
And what about learning to code in the first place? How does this affect education?
That's a big debate right now. The thinking is it might shift the focus away from just memorizing syntax or basic algorithms towards teaching skills like problem decomposition, how to break down big problems, and critically evaluating the code the AI suggests. Understanding the why, not just the how.
Focus on the core concepts and critical thinking.
Precisely. Then there's the technical architecture difference we touched on.
The AI native part.
Right. Cursor's approach, being built around AI, allows for much richer context sharing between the code and the AI model compared to a plugin that might only have a limited view.
So it just understands the project better.
In theory, yes. Deeper context leads to more relevant assistance. And the founder's vision seems important too.
Their MIT background.
That and their philosophy seems geared towards AI augmenting developers, making them better rather than aiming for full automation right away. AI as a partner.
Okay, augmentation, not replacement.
That seems to be the vibe, which leads to these AI native design principles. Building tools thinking about AI from day one leads to different outcomes. Better context awareness, smoother transitions between talking about code and writing code, proactive suggestions.
It's just fundamentally integrated.
Exactly. But of course, this raises important questions too, especially around ethics.
Like what?
Well, data privacy is a big one. If the AI is reading your entire proprietary code base, where does that data go? How is it used? What about intellectual property for the generated code? Transparency and how the AI works.
Yeah.
These are critical issues.
Yeah, especially for businesses using these tools. Crucial points.
Absolutely. And then there's the economic side. What does this mean for productivity? Could we see like super linear gains where one developer with AI can do the work of several? And what does that mean for team sizes, for compensation models? Big questions for the industry.
For sure. Are there examples yet of how this changes what's possible?
We're starting to see transformational case studies. Teams tackling projects that might have seemed too complex or time-consuming before, development timelines getting radically compressed.
So it unlocks new possibilities.
It seems so. And the vision really is for AI assistants to eventually span the entire software development lifecycle, not just coding, but requirements gathering, testing, deployment, maintenance, the whole thing.
An integrated future, AI woven through everything.
That seems to be the direction.
Well, this has been incredibly insightful. It really feels like AnySphere's cursor, its explosive growth, and this AI native approach, it really signals a major turning point. It embodies that AI vibe coding idea and the democratization push we talked about.
Definitely. And for you listening, understanding these shifts is, well, it's becoming essential, whether you're leading, building, or just trying to stay current in tech.
Couldn't agree more. And remember, for deeper dives and community discussion, check out the Vibe Tribe. That's vibetribe-ai.com from Escher-AI.com. And grab E.F. Boyle's writing, The AI Tsunami, for that broader context.
So maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. As AI gets more and more deeply embedded in how we build software, what are the new skills, the new perspectives that will become most valuable for leaders and builders in this coming AI era?
Definitely some food for thought there. Thanks for diving deep with us today.
My pleasure.
We'll catch you next time.